Hello and welcome. This is your dearest koi fish for Clash of Interests, and today I bring you another playthrough of A Night of the Full Moon. This time we are playing the Soul Hunter, and this was the last class I played privately on my phone version back in the day. And it became very quickly one of my most favorite classes to play, just behind the Apothecary we played two days ago. So go check it out if you want, if you're interested. She has a really cool playstyle, just throwing bottles at your opponent. But the Soul Hunter, you could think this was Maka from Soul Eater, but I obviously believe that the correlation between these two characters is definitely just by coincidence. You know, when you play a Layton game and the first thing that comes up is that little text and says, this is entirely a work of fiction, and whatever things you can look at in the world that are just the same, whatever references there might be, is just pure coincidence. And I'm just assuming that it's that too. So, guys, grab a coffee, take a sip, and let's get right into it. So the Soul Hunter states, Little Red Riding Hood becomes silent these days. She speaks less in public, but likes talking to herself. 99 souls, Little Red murmuring. With but one more soul, she will complete the contract with the Reaper. However, to find the one last soul is more difficult than she could have imagined. And that last soul is probably gonna be a witch. By the way, don't look at this. Technically, I could. You know what? I just continue the adventure. It was just on the test where I was doing some mic tests before, and I clicked on starting the game there. So the deck looks pretty similar like to most others. You have one equipment, the usual that goes with one of the builds. You have some basic attack cards, some mana because this is like a semi-mana card or mana build. Mana class. There you go. Just Death Judgment. You gain Judgment and Armor. Whatever. So now we have to look at three more things. One is Judgment. So Judgment is just a new count up that you see on the side of your blessings with every game. And whenever you have a total of 10 Judgment, then 20. So in every tenfold, you will get added to your deck, not permanently, but just for that one fight, a new card. I believe it's Death Arrives or Death Comes, something like that, which I believe costs 1 mana or 1 life actually. You draw 1 card and then you deal 10 damage. And for each successive 10 judgment you get, that 10 damage gets multiplied. So the first one does 10 damage, the second one does 20. When you have 20 judgment, the third gives you 30 damage for 30 judgment. So there are obviously some builds just built around that. All the cards just gain you more and more judgment, and you'll just overwhelm your opponent by doing a bunch of damage. Because again, going up tenfold is actually quite strong. The second card I want to talk about is Death Harvest, which up on the left, usually you have the mana cost or the action cost. Here you will be paying life for that. So yeah, I mean, she has a contract with death, whatever. You're gonna pay some life. You're gonna invest life to gain life. And so she would deal 4 piercing damage and 1 to 2 times. And even if you upgrade this card, it's gonna be 1 to 3 times. There's also with this a luck mechanic in which the game just rolls a number and decides how many times to resolve this. There are also some other cards that just are luck based with like 30 or 20% chance, and some others that guarantee you these chances. So sometimes it can be quite fun to just go just gambling around with this deck. And the last is Siphon. So Siphon is also the third and last new mechanic we get with this class. And basically, I don't know if you know like this. Imagine more so a vampire that just takes away the life from your opponent. But if your opponent has mana, it will firstly try and take that mana. So if your opponent starts out with 6 mana, or with 5 mana, you siphon it 3, so it will be just a 2 and you gain these 3 mana. And then if you would activate Attracting Soul once more, you gain the 2 mana your opponent has left, and you will gain those 2 mana. And then the last mana, if it cannot siphon it from its mana total, it will just take away life from that. So there are also builds by just having only siphon cards in the deck and just like feasting off your opponent and healing yourself in the process. Though, to be honest, I do not like Attracting Soul, just because it costs mana. And at the beginning it might be self-sufficient, you start with some mana and you gain some back. But as soon as your opponent just doesn't have any mana anymore, this card you will be, like, it will happen more and more that you just can't activate it anymore, because you do not siphon any more mana since they do not have any. And to be honest, I'm gonna banish these mana cards. They're always just bad. No class actually benefits for those, to be honest, they're just better cards. Her ability, Soul Infusion, similar to the Werewolf where you gain 1 card or you can choose between 2 cards. Here you can choose between more health or more mana. And for now I'm going to go mana because it's early game. Actually, now that I think about it, there's one more thing. Oh, exactly, we get even a card that calls for that. Namely, it's Fear. So Fear is a special card, just like Freeze or the Prank cards that you can shuffle into your opponent's deck. But in this case, it's, I believe, a mana card, which goes hand in hand with the siphoning. So you take away your opponent's mana, and then you shuffle enough like garbage Fear cards into their deck, which they in turn will not be able to activate it. And just like keeping and skipping their turns. So this technically is a good card, and I think I really want to go for a Fear deck because I actually seldomly use those. So yeah, I would like to go that. I do really not know how to build a good Fear deck, to be honest. But we'll see, because there are just many more cards that I liked a lot, and usually went for those. So probably the Hourglass of Time, I'd rather not take that. This will be a really, or usually the other builds I do are really equipment heavy, because there are some equipments which continuously give you judgment, but not on just like start or end turns, but with certain cards you activated. For example, with spell cards, so you activate Death Judgment, gain 3 judgment, and then some other thing triggers, giving you more judgment. Siphon 7 mana, this isn't okay, but again costs mana too. So sometimes you won't be able to activate it anymore. And here you see the 30% chance to steal a card from your enemy's deck. We'll leave that behind. Look at the greedy chest. What do we have here? Death Perspective. Gain 5 mana, draw spell card with the lowest cost from the deck. So this is self-sufficient. We will, or it will replace itself, so we'll take that. And again, a Soul Leech, leave behind that. Amnesia Tavern, thank you very much. I will get rid of a mana and keep it around because I already want to bench some cards, to be honest. Fear Barrier, shuffle 1, any mistake, and take -2. That sounds actually good, but I'll leave it for now. This countering some cards isn't bad. Spirit Link, this is one I usually got. When you lose health on your turn, deal same amount of piercing damage. So it's kind of the same. You do an extra damage equal to these, so you can just spam these out. Yeah, so I leave the Fear behind and look. Let's continue looking. We'll have siphon 1 mana for each spell card you play. I believe I will get these, even though I really don't want to go for just siphon only version this time.
Use the best material to keep
again, here you can see it's go up to 3 times. This should be 5 mana, and this gives you 5 of the 2, and this gives you 3 judgment. Okay, so I will keep the judgment around just because most of these cards I actually want to delete later on. And let's have our what is this? Actually, is this the first fight? Might be. Also, the health you pay doesn't get detracted from the armor. You have to pay it like a real payment.
What we are experiencing is not a dream.
It's not a dream. So if this was losing money, yeah, you know what? Let's get the dream. Ignoring will just pass the turn on. So we're not gonna take that. What can we do? Another shop. Okay, this is for now not the greatest run. Gain judgment, and another collapsing. Shuffle more Fear. You know what? We have one already. I think I can do with one. I can stay with one.
Wine.
Let's look at the drunkard.
Wine.
Yeah, so by the way, even in the diary mode, like some years back, he'll still be a drunkard. He will always be a drunkard, no matter what. And let's get your opponents. My opponents. And we get another equipment slot. Wow, this is going great, actually. And just a good thing, since we have this, the lamp, means that every time we use it, we siphon one. So basically, if your opponent doesn't have, and I'm assuming your opponent won't have mana for that long, we will just have a discount on every card. And yeah, I should have kept probably another card in hand just so we don't have to usually waste it. We have now another 2 extra judgment from the adjudicator. Let's siphon some more, and next turn our opponent should be KO'd. And it does. Can I do something without paying life? No. Okay, this is enough. We're already half of level 2. We'll continue on. Ooh, now here you can shuffle another man and gain mana, so that's fine. Death coin, that was what I was saying. So you get better luck. Better luck is just a 100% chance on every randomness you use. And also you get 1 coin because, yeah, it's a coin. It's a coin. What, really? So the other guider lamp, I'd actually take that too later on, just because it's another. But I want to whisper. Can we smith something good? Yes, we can. Yeah, shuffle 2, man. Shuffle 2 fear. Perfect. Now I can get rid of the smithy and continue. Just so we have some more space. I really don't want to have to close down the other window. The one with the Amnesia Tavern. There where the drunkard goes to take his fix. And yes, that's a death.
You are so stubborn. I told you not to go out during a full moon.
I believe, is this the first time we talk with you? No, we don't. Okay, ignoring him probably again. Just doesn't net us anything. Just might as well get that little bit more courage, and hopefully reach
the werewolf.
Hopefully reach the other thing there. What's it called? Just the threshold of the 4 of each courage and thing. And wow, I'm really lacking the other word. What was the other? The reputation, just to get that little money boost. Then here, when you shuffle a card by card effect. That would be fine, so we can protect ourselves. Just yeah, you know what? We'll get the other cloak. So maybe if I need to get rid of a page, I even might get rid of the lamp, since we cannot equip it right now. And usually, I really think that whenever you cannot just standardly equip a equipment card, it becomes just an empty card that turn you play it, and that can function fast enough without it. So this actually, I love this card usually for Siphon. I usually called it not Underworld Energy, but Siphon Fusion, just because it reminds me of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Usually every polymerization or fusion card looks like this. And now this has become Siphon Fusion. But since we're not going for the siphoning strat, do I really just want to skip out on this? It's such a cool card though. Oof. This is hard. This is hard. I really love that card. But again, we could go just for a mostly mana and just fear shuffling deck. And since we'll do some damage on the side, but maybe we need a secondary. Yeah, we really need a secondary damage dealing source. Yeah, I will take it. And the next smithy, we have something to upgrade. The lumberjack. Hey, sorry man, last time we just
what are you doing here?
Well, we didn't kill your son, but you know, we kinda did, to be honest. So go up again. This is a judgment counter. We really mostly don't care about that, but it's good to see it on the side. We'll keep the basic attack since he has armor. We just won't go through anyways, and I don't want to draw it again. Usual strat. Now. Still nothing. Oh, we have to discard. Yeah, then we might as well use one. Get rid of the armor. Next turn, there should be 4 more damage and 3 to go. So now we will shuffle one. And okay, so the cloak. Yeah, the cloak did trigger even if we shuffle Yeah, since it's not definitely or necessarily for fear, but it can go with your death comes too. Again, it costs 1, you draw 1 card, so it becomes self-sufficient or self-replacing. It's great.
Jerry's gone missing too. Come home with me.
Who's
I'll help
Jerry?
you search for Grandma in the morning.
Is it a little carpenter? I think last time I didn't even ask for that. I just assumed or didn't probably listen to what he had to say. Anyways, so can we get some more like bad jokes, just so we can have some, just so we can listen to some garbage.
Has been waiting for taste my venom.
Are we gonna step on this spider? You know, if we are going to step on something, we are not gonna step on the other, on the Mushroom King. We're gonna step on the spider, just so we can the Mushroom King, or what was in the world of fungus, the Mushroom King dominates. Just so he can still be some angry at him, or he can be jealous that we stepped on something else. Shall we get another equipment slot or just start in clear zone? Because I will be claiming later on at least these 3 cards, 4 with the mana, and probably Death's Judgment and Attracting Soul, or Death Harvest. So we'll be banishing 3 to 6. But yeah, I'll get another equipment slot. So as you can see, this is really, as I called it earlier, a heavy equipment based build. So maybe I should go to Siphon just so we can have some little amount of healing back. Since again, we are focusing on shuffling fear later on. Once I can really build around that is. And I believe if we just continuously shuffle more fear cards into our opponent's deck, this won't do that much damage. But I seem to remember one specific card that did, just like Hoax, did damage for the amount of prank cards your opponent has in deck. That the same should be true for a fear card. So if we, what did he? I think he had 8 chills, so we put 4 into our opponent. That should be like I don't know how much damage it did for the fear card, but it did some. And just having the secondary damaging output is quite fine. So now we go Death Comes for 10, and with the last remaining damage, and this is not enough, but close. Next turn, we get him. We'll get him next time. Again, he had the fear, and just like the freezing card, they are just discarded at the end of turn, so that doesn't really matter. Also, Sign a Contract, draw a card, can be played one more time, just comes back to your hand. Equipping Spirit Links is you can see it on the artwork, that yeah, Kunai with Chain. Do I want to get the gold instead of the Sign a Contract? I mean, paying for life. No, you know what? This thing is for free since we have 2 lamps, so we'll keep that. We won't have to heal. Do I want to banish a card right now? Or later? You know what? We're gonna banish it right now. Even though if we get to a extremely low money total, this should be fine. I don't know. Should I accept the money from the bank later on if we find it even?
You have a brave heart.
Oh wait, 4 blessings? I've never seen that. Substance gain 3 mana. This was for your action, and max health, prevent 8. Yeah. A log diary. I don't know why this in the fairy bless. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's take it. What's that? Log diary. There is a diary. This diary is locked. It seems that there is a way to open it somewhere. Okay. Is this like a mystery or something? You know, oh, okay. Really, I never seen this. I've never like even felt this. Again, we have Death Coin for better luck. If enemy has no mana, pick a card from 3 random cards. No, thank you. Draw 2 cards. In different hand, when you take damage, decrease its cost by 1. So it's like the balloon for the magician class is waiting. And well, do I want to take it? It costs 50. Yeah, I won't take it, even though it's a +1. And Pot of Greeds are always a good card to get. But I'd rather upgrade this. Oh, I can just unlock it with this. Okay. Unlock diary. Sure, let's do this. Okay, and what now though? The card is given by the card collector failed to lift the curse. I have to ask him again. What? The card given by the card collector failed to lift the curse. I have to ask him again. So you're gonna just give it to the card collector? I hope he shows up. Initial mana +6, max health, base action +1 max health. Down. So these are actually good Pandora skills, to be honest. Oh wait, I didn't want to look at this. What was it? Base action, initial mana +12. Do I want to have that much extra mana? Actually, I think I do. We're gonna get loads of mana, but yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do this. And although we're gonna, oh, we have only 40 life now that I think about it. But you know what? Yes, we're going for the Pandora skill, and we'll probably try and invest some money into the Witch's Cauldron.
Why are you here?
Oh, by the way, also, as always, I just forget to talk about these. We have the contract cost. We lose 2 health, draw 2 cards, just fine. The End of Fate, you choose and get 1 spell card from your deck, double its effect. So if you can get if you usually can accumulate enough judgment, that maybe 30 judgment, you would put in the deck. Then you search and do 60 damage with it instead of 30. So that's mighty fine. Again, having the more guider lamps we have, the more it's the discount on all our costly cards, on our health costing card. So this sign a contract is just like free draw and free draw again. This is just like the wait, but we don't pay anything for it. But in the same way, we just don't gain anything. So we're shuffling some more fear, and you know what? I'll keep this since he would ask me right now, I believe, to give him a card. He doesn't. Okay. So it's next turn. No, it's not. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So the problem is sometimes these turns with her can go around quite fast, but more so with the siphoning build, you can sometimes have a deck of like 30 cards and just continuously use more and more of those, since they all draw cards and siphon just enough that they are worth it. So you go +1, +2 life with everything.
Keep your eyes open.
But hey, we're not gonna talk about that build for now. Use again 2 free, or for now I guess since you have mana, just suck out the mana. But I still call it for free. So finding more guider lamps would be amazing. Let's see. Let's go for another Death Harvest, and this should siphon the rest. Yeah. So just that little bit of siphon to have, like that siphon fusion, is enough to just top off most of our fights. In the world of water, I dominate. Let's suck his little bit of mana. And yeah, he won't be discarding anything from us. And now more of these. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes the turns are just like nothing. And well, in the world of water, he dominates. Never forget that. And we'll siphon the last 3 damage. There you go. What do we get next? We get the shop, and this guy gain judgment, enemy suffer shield. So this is the card I was talking about, spiritualism. Since again it siphons just enough, just more than itself costs, and drawing a card. So this is just an amazing card to have. Assimilate. In this combat you restore 1 health when you lose health on your turn. That's just the same thing as our gather lamp. So actually I might even get this. 40% of chance dodging. Again, if you can combine this with better luck, this is just a free turn. One turn you will dodge any card. The Underworld Flower at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage for each 4 cards enemy deck. So this would be fine with, if we can build enough fear. So actually I'd like to keep that around for later. And I should be able to buy that. Let's see, get a card, get spiritualism, nice. And so, since that... Okay, no, it's exiled, so I can't show it you anymore. But there is the card I used to just gain 1 more card from our deck. And the thing is, that card will now always grant us spiritualism, since it gives you the one card with the least cost, or with the lowest cost. Or I guess we have attracting soul, so we'll have to get rid of attracting soul at some point. And spiritualism will be then confirmed as the lowest card, or guaranteed as the lowest card, giving that, siphoning that little bit of damage. And oh, I've never talked to you. Do you know what it snows in the Dark Forest all year round? I didn't, actually. Because of curse, because of winter, because of magic. Well, magic and curse are kind of the same way, right?
It could be ours.
Could be us or could be ours. Well, so there was something else written right now. Draw 2 cards, draw one less card next turn. So this would be fine, but we'll not do that. You can do with passive, but now I think I'll just go for health, since I have more than enough extra mana to be fine for the rest of the game. What do we have? Draw 2 cards. Actually, we haven't yet gotten a what's it called? An action card, but there are some better around. So for now, I will skip on that.
Here come human beings again. What great fun!
Oh, this isn't the skipper. Oh, I was waiting for it. I want to insult him a little bit there, but never mind. I've said nothing. We'll lose a card. Oh, fortunately we lost the right card. So yeah, this just deals the same amount of damage. Whoa, he gains, yeah, really gains loads. Gets spiritualism, draw one more card. Yeah, and this is the other 2 costs. So since we already used the spiritualism this turn, tracking soul was guaranteed. And I should probably use this one. Shuffle some more cards. So yeah, I will probably go for the flower. Maybe negates the judgment, but this is like slowly have some passive damage. It isn't bad itself, but yeah, really it's not optimal, to be honest. But in some longer games this will just continue to add itself, or to add just enough, since again I want to get this judgment and armor gaining card away from our deck. It just loses you some mana, which you would rather use otherwise for other things. Clouded over, this judgment adding mana card, or like the good one at least. And here, now you have sweep fast, shuffle your hand into the bottom of your deck, draw the same amount card. This is not what I wanted. Next turn you have better luck, again for gambling builds. And counter 2 cards. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this shop. I don't want to close down the good shop with the flower. Guys, don't forget to get your coffee out, draw, drink some. And this is the good thing about fighting like mana opponents, or there's a good, like a positive and a negative. You just eat at their feast on their mana, but so they probably and mostly cannot use any mana cards, except when, or use any spell cards, except when they have some special blessing that just nets them just that little bit more mana to be able to use them. And though sometimes they can use fear, but you don't care if they keep it in hand or have to use their little bit more mana. You are actually happy for both things. Unfortunately, we just missed game for 1 damage again. So yeah, she has to draw just more fears. So whatever. Can we? What is the most? This does the most life, just so we can heal that little bit more.
I can see the future,
but she cannot change. We'll ask about Grandma. Probably. What? Give some courage. Yeah. So does this bring us on enough courage? It doesn't, but it does bring us enough on this. Okay. And if we can get 2 more courage, that would be awesome. Getting that little bit more. Oh, okay. So this is the first time we fought the jungle giant. On the first turn, he will just do nothing. He will draw cards, and every time you attack him, he just loses the cards. And so you can just, since you have these mana lamps, these guider lamps, this will trigger individually. So if I were to use spiritualism, and well, for now it won't do any damage, but you can just keep discarding his cards in way easier than other classes have. So we didn't have to fight him, fortunately, until now. I'll just gain the mana. And now you see he has 4 cards in hand. So this should trigger sometimes. Well, not because he had the mana. Now, if I use whatever card I would use, I should have kept some attacking cards in hand. So now let's siphon, and this should trigger 3 times. There you go. Gave me a card. This triggers another 3 times, and we can pass. So now we siphon a bunch. This siphons another bunch, and we use. Let's shuffle some fear if in case we are not able to damage him enough to discard all his cards. We are just able to hang on with that. I'll just activate this one. Oh, I have to activate one more. Okay. So you know, I just doing more damage but keeping less cards in hand will just put you in positions where you cannot KO all or like rip all the cards out of your opponent's hand. We'll siphon again. Now we'll shuffle some more, and you see we are getting it to a point where it becomes actually little bit difficult to take away all his hands. But this should be enough to KO him completely. I hope at least. Just if we are lucky. No. Yeah, close. But next turn again he draws and we just KO this. And we have now full health. I believe we started with half or even less than that. Or maybe did I heal? I'm not sure about that anymore. But it really doesn't matter. Technically I probably shouldn't have gotten the blessing to lose that little bit of health, because for now I believe I didn't have any need to have 12 more starting mana. So this thing gains 5 mana and absorb 1 health for each 4 judgment. Gain 5 judgment, absorb 1 health for every 4 judgment. That's kinda not that great, to be honest. Just later on when you start stacking with that, then yes. But for now, it's just an empty card. We've drained out all his mana, so now we will be able to just suck him more and more, and it's gonna all go to our life total. Heal some more, do some damage. I probably should have kept the Siphon Fusion in hand to top off at the end instead of at the beginning. But this is the last turn. Let's go. Get a Spiritualism and just use all the cards. Oh, this wasn't enough? Oh, I miscalculated. Oh no. Oh no! So I really love the Fear Cloak. Just giving you that little bit of chill does keep your mana or your health total over any problematic areas that you could encounter.
Hey, sometimes we don't show our real face.
Chat, he's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Human! Can you imagine being a chopping block? Well, for the last time, Mr. Pumpkin King, I don't care about you. You are not that difficult to beat. And watch me have to eat my words someday. Because I go for some random fringe build and just lose all my health at him. Or I even have to start with like 0. So now, yeah, he drew a fear. Okay, we baited out with this one. Again. And next turn. I believe next turn we should be able to KO him. Or maybe we don't. Bait it out with this. Get a... Oh, and yeah, and also, what's even better if your Spiritualism, since it costs 2 and 1, whenever you draw a death comps, that thing can just tutor it out. And so, kabam, you do more than enough damage.
Come on, what is one failure?
Yeah, one failure will knock you out now.
Thing? The werewolves in the dark woods love to catch bear cubs.
Bear cubs or wild kids? What? What? Okay, oh, I really want the equipment slot. Yeah, I want this.
Don't miss it.
I want the flower.
I only
Fairy's okay. Enemy has no mana, you draw 2 cards, so it's another draw 2. And well, it also deals damage, but for now, I will take the flower. And so we can finally get rid of this Maka-chop. Let's fight the Mimic. Mimic actually is the only opponent which you can actively skip with the X button, since I guess the game assumes that you're gonna fall for it multiple times. Well. So I'm really getting sick of all these basic attack cards. Maybe I shouldn't even look at the cards now that we can have in some other shops, just so I don't give in to the temptation of buying those. Well, now we can use this again, get more health. We can heal. Yeah. Fairy isn't bad. I mean, it's a free draw too. You know what? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Witch's Stout. Another chest. Do we have fear? Browse the enemy stack. You can choose one card to replace this permanently. Oh, those are always fun cards. These are always fun, but I'm not going for it now. Maybe no, like random in a gambling deck. I would have fun with it, but for now, I won't get it. Should I use 30 right now? I will. So in the next chapter, we surely have something the free Amnesia Tavern to get rid of the last basic attack, and then it's really questionable if I want to get rid of Death Judgment or even the Adjudicator, as well as Harvest or the other thing. Just the other two siphoning. Macrophobia, draw 2 cards, shuffle to fear enemy stack. Yes, I want that too. Can I get 30 more? This counter restore 2 health when you lose health on your turn. Revive a card you exiled in this combat. Retrieve. But I actually like to get the Macrophobia. Yeah, you know, since I have to save up for 65 coins, I probably won't be. Never mind. There is a bunch here. Banishing 2 more cards is probably more costly than just having to dump some more money. Oh, you know what? That's probably gonna be a bad idea in the long run, having this low of a health total. At the start of your turn, enemy spell cards cost 1 in this combat. Yeah, you're gonna take it. I mean, it's better than not. Oh, here. Okay, this card given by the card collector failed to lift the curse. I have to ask him again. Okay, let's give it. You got it. Painful memories. I'm out of control again, killing in the Black Forest. I hope there's a place to help me forget these pains. Okay, so probably Amnesia Tavern. We have to... This is really becoming a puzzle right now. Really cool. Draw 2 cards, draw 1 less. Okay, now we have it. We can still banish it later. But yeah, so... I hope I don't have to sequence it like differently. That once I banish or once I Amnesia Tavern this card, that I don't have to do some more things to get whatever rewards it gives me. But for now, okay, so we have to bait it out. We'll probably bait it out with Attract Soul, and that will give us the Spiritualism. Siphon that a little bit, siphon some more, siphon some more, and now Fairy draws us 2 cards. And at this point we have we have not enough cards in our deck to continuously activate everything. Wow. This is actually quite cool. What was this? Fog of Fear. Enemy spell cards cost 1 more. So yeah, the probability of your opponent activating all the fears is really, really slim. I'm gonna pay 3 for this. And the fun thing is, even though the card was negated, the Gather Lamp still triggers and gives me 2 back. Well, 1 each back. So we're gonna shuffle some more fear. And again, just to... Wow, these are 6 fear we put under our opponent's deck. Draw 2 more cards. Yeah, I'll keep the fairy since we have full life. We have full... Really getting the last card just won't have... Oh well, it's the death comes, but... Hey, whatever. I'm gonna keep it. So, this at the end of your turn, enemy's cards... Oh, so this even continuously stacks. Oh wow. Yeah, good luck paying 3. Why was Fairy actually not baited out? Weird. Oh, since probably... No. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. Let's go. And this is still not an opponent. It's not beaten. It's not beating our opponent, but we are really close with it. Again, he used, or she used the other card, the action card, but this triggered, or it went a little bit bigger, signalizing that it triggered, but it really didn't.
misconceptions about me.
Fear barrier. Shuffle to fear into. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take it right now. We didn't take it earlier, just to save up the money, but we should be fine right now. And I just hope maybe I should use the next intersections, just so I can hope and dig through the Amnesia Tavern a little bit faster. I really don't need to.
And send glass slippers to Cinderella.
Can I banish it with that? I actually don't want to risk it, but I hope there's a place to help me forget these pains. So usually whenever you enter the Amnesia Tavern,
Let faith lead your way.
it's cool to hear that that he goes for that. So the innkeeper tells you, hey, man, whatever, take it, or like do the thing, forget your worries or something. I'll actually take this flower. I will take this flower. And just to unequip, I probably will unequip the adjudicator and banish it at this point. Yeah, we could get some more. We can get judgment from the staff judgment, but I'd rather not, to be honest. So maybe, okay, I guess we fight some, but whatever we find the smithy, I will try and not use it. Spiritual, get the attractant, so there we go. Draw 2 more cards, draw 1 more card. Oh yeah, we lost, as always, we lost our mana total, or went down to 0, so you won't be able to use these cards. But since these cost just money and not money, since they cost health and not mana, we can still keep activating these. So unfortunately we lose our action, cannot get it back by any means. No. And this, I'm assuming this is gonna be game. No, it's not, just because, Hey, wait, I didn't give you any damage. Why? Oh, probably the siphoning with that one. That made her skill trigger, her blessing. Let's see. Soul Crystal, shuffle 7 free mana, shuffle 3 spiritualism, so we can keep recycling and using those. That's actually good. Get an extra turn your health decreases to 1. That is fine, but you know, it's another like the little thing with the matchstick. That's some cool story to read if you want to read up on it. But oh, you know what? I could have a reading stream, just reading the matchstick girl. You know what? I'll use the bandages just to look through the cards, the pages, and hope that we reach the what's it called? The Amnesia Tavern fast enough. Let's add. Yeah, we didn't get a spiritualism, but we are shuffling loads of fear into our opponent's deck right at this point. And so you see, like, I think we didn't activate all of them, right? No, we did activate all of those. So we reach a 16. Oh no, what is 14? Did we reach 14? I actually didn't look at it that closely. So, but I believe it was like 14 chill, using 7. You know what? I'll just count on it, just so I know. I want to be sure. 2 fear here, 2 fear here makes 4. Another 2 makes 6. And another 2 here makes 8. So we actually get 16 chill. And we can do that most of our turns, because this is the only card that gets exiled at the end. So now we will have just... we'll have more than enough. Do I have a spell in deck? I do. We have more than enough cards, so we won't even be able to use all the draw cards. But we will activate most of them. And shuffle enough here that I hope by using... Since he will have 6 cards himself, I believe. 3, 6, yes. I hope he draws enough fear cards that he won't be able to activate everything. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, 1. Probably both. Do I even want to activate anything? I probably should, right? I can't just leave it behind. But I should be able to heal with everything. Just because we siphon that much health, we should be able to continuously keep our health total at max. Yeah, we do. And for now it does 5 damage, since for every 4 card in Nem's deck. Yeah, he has probably loads of cards himself, just as a standard measure, because since he has to draw 6 cards, it probably becomes easier for the devs to just put enough into it.
You need to create good luck.
Yeah, if you don't have luck, you just throw a, or like, ooh, equip an underworld flower. Shuffle a copy of this card in your deck. So that was fun. Just you can keep. Could be actually our best source of damage right now. Just having enough underworld flowers and shuffling more fear into our opponent's deck. It's actually quite costly, but I will take this. This is awesome. And look at the smithy. Okay, so again, I want just to keep it around in case this mystery painful memories will ask me later on
Where is my cat?
to use it. So soul crystal, 7/3 mana, shuffle 3 spiritualism. That's actually fine. I'm just worrying that if I buy that with only 40 coins, I can only banish 1 more card, and that will be the adjudicator. And then I still have like 3 like harvest and at least death judgment that are cards that I don't want right now. So you know what? I use the intersection intentionally not now and redraw the smithy. And is this the same shop? It isn't. Okay. Okay, at least that's a good thing. Draw 2 cards. You have 10% chance to get 10 judgment. That's, yeah, again in a luck build for whatever. Judgment 3, counter the next card the enemy play. Yeah. The Cloak of Fear is actually would be awesome. You get 4 shield every turn. Our opponent is not gonna kill us with 32 shield after a turn. Yeah, we will do this.
Check these out.
We will get this card. And now I guess I have to... Technically, I can just draw into these flowers. Since they trigger at the end of turn, I can just... By drawing enough cards, I can just play them. And not have to worry, necessarily have to worry about those.
People who are
Ooh, so now it's becoming more and more difficult. Because I want to keep the cauldron around just for the last... To dump my last money. You know what? I'll just bait it out with the flower. Let's draw some more cards. Let's draw 2 more. Let's draw another. Again, now the shield is gonna activate like doubly or 2 times with every fear. Yeah. This is awesome. This is just really purely awesome. Yeah, still full health. 24 damage. We're just like completely blocking out every turn. So he has a negate that's like semi-problematic, but yeah, we probably will have something to bait it out. Let's get Purgatory, let's get the Fairy, and we can just pass with the flowers and let the flowers do the last few damage.
Stop! Perhaps we can cooperate to catch the monster who kidnapped your grandma.
Really? Oh, we already fight you. Yeah, we did fight you. Yeah, I remember. We'll rob him. Come on.
Doing?
I hope this gives me some extra money. It does. You know what? I don't care about the negative reputation since... Ooh, another equipment style. Okay. I don't care about the negative reputation since we already got the money from having 4. And I'm not going to reach 8, to be honest. Though I'd like to get 1 more courage to get 50 more coins. 15 more coins. Oh, I didn't look at it. Now we have the Adjudicator. So again, probably actually keeping the Adjudicator for now equipped over the flower is maybe a good idea. Just since I will probably draw it into it again. Or during all this draw power. Look at this. Look at this. It's all but 1 card. And yeah. Let's get another Neld. Isn't that it's the flower? No, it's got a flower. Okay. I think in German maybe it's one. Okay. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Come on. We are close at the end of the chapter now, and again, 30 something chilled is just awesome. And I probably don't have to activate this since I will deal 12 damage just by this alone, and the rest, the other 2 spells will trigger.
To walk in the flowers or grass.
Will trigger the lamps, the lampens. be wary. There could be some moths, so your lantern would be a big attractor for that. Now, actually, probably this sub-lethal damage that's attack me is probably going to get what I want to say. It's probably gonna get blocked by the chill. At least I hope. That would be the only thing that to me would make sense. Siphon the last, draw, get one more Nelk. So again, if the earlier you can use the Scarlet Blossoms, the more you can loop it in every game or in every turn. So we will try and do that. The only problem is, once I have used all my draw cards turn 1, most of them get exiled. Except the fairy, I believe, are gonna get exiled. And so, yeah, and this Purgatory is gonna stay too in my hand. But, you know, it's not a real +1, since next turn you're gonna have a -1. So it's just, it's an even amount. Yeah, it did get blocked by the shield. So, oh, now we won't have any fear from you. And death comes, even if we get the stronger death comes, dealing 10 piercing. I believe it deals 10 piercing twice instead of 20 piercing. So we won't be taking more than 10 damage at a time for his sub-lethal rebound. And with 7 more damage, I should be able just to siphon with this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we get. Oh, we should have laughed at him just to see what happens. But yeah, okay, this net is just that little bit more money than we wanted. Dang. Didn't I get the money? Did I get it earlier? I don't know. Draw a card with cost 2, 4, and 6. So that would be actually awesome, since this will always stay in our deck. Something like a Spiritualism and Purgatory will always stay on the deck, and the Scarlet Blossom will also always stay on the deck. So, ooh, now I really want this. But it costs 80. That's then I will actually like the spiritual loop more than that. So I know then we're going for a little bit of a siphon build and using fear more so as a blockage, all with the chill.
I only carry the highest.
Sorry, Soul Box. I have to leave you behind.
Check these out.
Enemy suffers chill for your judgment. Gain 3 mana at the start of the turn. Immediately gain 3 more mana. Nah. But now that I think about it, from what we learned last time with the burn, that like ups the burn potency, this will probably like in a sense up your mana potency. So immediately gain. Yeah. Okay. No. Here's it's actually written in the right way, so you get every turn. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I've said nothing. Could we please just finally find that damned what's it called? Amnesia Tower. I really would like to just be able to loot that, or to banish the one card we got. I really want to know what it does. I've never seen it before in the phone version, I believe at least, or maybe it's you know, I admit that maybe it was so long. It has been such a long time that I just simply forgot what it does. But I like to believe that I'm not just that forgetful. One more sip of coffee will do the trick.
For long after death.
Just the greatest of all coffees. Yeah, we do fight the Rocky Wanderer, this turtle, every game now. Every single game. Okay, so now I have to slightly think about what to use first and what last. Though we didn't draw that many cards. Quite unfortunate. I'm gonna use anything anyways, all the cards I draw anyways. Since they're gonna be discarded. But now with freeze, that's actually... No, you know what? I can use the freeze once, since the only other permanent card I own is already exiled. That doesn't really matter. The Stone Fist, yeah, we took a little bit of damage, but this won't be enough to You know what? This was a dumb idea. Okay, this is the first time I felt outplayed by the turtle. But whatever. So now let's ferry spiritualism. Death comes, and again I should start using the cards faster so I can use them, or can actually use their effects. Now I'd actually like to use more. Yeah, okay, the flowers will just completely destroy our opponent. Now we have quite a bunch of money, so we will be able to banish the cards I told you about earlier. The first 2 damages, right? Yeah, I will take 5, and since it doesn't draw me anything, you know what? I'll just wait. I should have probably waited with the other thing in hand, since I couldn't have put any damage into our opponent, any dent. So we'll use this, get a spirit. Oh, this thing is okay too. We'll take 4 by using this, but this is fine. And technically we could just do passive damage now with the flowers. But I would really like to siphon enough to put me at a slightly higher life total, and we have 10 health. Are we really gonna lose right now? Come on, this is not gonna happen, right? So okay, let's say I would activate this. The first damage would be siphoning, and then these two, or now it's both lamps. So if they both trigger, the first one I take damage 3 and then 1 more, so I would end up at 7, except that if siphon doesn't count. Oh well, obviously I'm gonna siphon, so it's gonna like heal itself. Yeah, and so the siphon from these things do not count. Okay. I understand. I really do. But the problem is now really I'm at a really low health total. Yeah, that was a bad idea to use the last card. So now I probably just have to add the chilled without using any cards, and let the flowers do enough damage. I hope they don't trigger this thing. Does it trigger? It doesn't trigger. Okay, so this is really just by attack cards. First 2 damage link cards. Yeah, that I myself activated. Okay, so we have to restart. My bad. But now we can outplay him. So I kind of want to activate this early on, just so we have a faster killing option. But he took the lamp away again. Damn you, Phantom Captain! Your beard is really cool, actually. It's like it's sliced in half at this point. You know, maybe some enemy swordsman like just drew and like, and then you see his beard, all the hair just flying, like falling to the wind. You know what? Okay, this thing I can use anyways since it's for free. Then, yeah, I want to use 6 just so we can kill our opponent earlier. Then I will take 5 because of this. But so we can finally have a little bit of draw power, even though we pay a little bit. So now we triggered 5 flowers for 25 total, and this should be, we should be able to do that every turn. So I can skip the next 4 turns, or just maybe with like fear barriers, just to you know, giving your opponent shield is like kind of giving yourself 4 temporary health. Let's activate these, shuffle some, and the other won't siphon any health. So 2 more turns. The next turn, or as soon, if he can kill me right now, he will die himself, since I can just pass the turn. But maybe I can just siphon and gain, just siphon a little bit to help my life total. Do we have another siphon card? We don't in deck, and here neither. But you know what? We'll just activate it for fun. Since every card I use, it's still gonna siphon because there are spells. So yeah, I probably still lost some by just using cards. They cost more than Who are them?
The geezers who control the church can't stand any voice of objection.
Don't we have freedom of religion? Is our freedom... Have our freedoms been destroyed? Locked up? Harvest Soul was okay, I believe. Deal 5 piercing damage. If enemy has no mana, enemy loses half health. Wow, that's actually... Whoa, that's a bunch of damage. Especially since against like big bosses. I could just have a Harvest Soul. But I really actually need the life. Other spiritualism, that's okay. Get 1 to 3 cards again with Battle Luck. You can just always put that at 3. A little bit of Judgment Care, but get another Siphon card.
Stay away from
Self-sufficient, self-replacing card. We have 11 pages left, and we know one is the boss and one will be the Amnesia Tavern that we still haven't drawn yet. I will have to discard, so you know what? No, I'm gonna use lose to have draw 2 cards. Yes, because we'll probably use replenish the skill since there should be 2 more combats, right? I hope. Are you still not destroyed yet? Okay, finally we can use Fairy. Thank you very much. And now we... Okay, you know what? Always taking 2 less damage is really not that bad. Also with numbness, like combo is really great. 3 less damage is awesome. Technically, since this is not an exile card, if you can just fill your deck with Fear Barrier and some like self-sufficient mana gain, you could just activate like 4 of those, summon enough mana, and take 6 or like 8 damage less per turn, or per attack actually, so that's gonna be awesome. And yeah, as always, I can't use any cards on the second turn. We've had to discard the Blossoms, but I really don't panic. This is not a 12 damage every turn, and if we put enough fear into him, well actually, yeah, it became 6, nice. Other spiritualism, you know what, I think we can even just KO him this turn. If you're lucky. Yes, we can. There we go. Demon is destroyed in 2 turns. Or 3 technically, but I really don't count the second turn. It's just an empty turn. So now we again at the Soul Crystal. Just putting more spiritualism to deck really isn't bad. Just like there's really no downside to it. But just for the sake of not going for an infinite amount or like just all these, just so we don't like transpose into a Siphon build, I will keep that card. I will not buy that card. Deal 5 piercing damage 1 to 5 times, so that's really cool with Better Luck. Get 2 judgment cards. So what this means is you get just 2 random cards on which on their text is written judgment as a like yellow word. Swap your current health with your lost health. That's actually a cool card. There's a certain like FTK combo with like 5 cards that you can just all activate and just destroy every opponent, I believe, just because you swap your own health. And if the life total is high enough, there's a card that will deal damage equal to your lost health. So you can just swap it, like you have full health, you do something that costs 1, such that you go down to, for example, 76, then swap your current health with your lost health, so you go at 1 on 1 health from 77, and from that point on you use the card that does the difference in damage, doing 76 damage with like 3 cards, and the other 2 cards are just to complete the combo and I think double the damage actually, just so you can completely destroy your opponent. So again, we have the painful memories. Again, it's a place to help me forget these pains. We'll forget it. Silver Carver. The werewolf is Jerry. The werewolf is Jerry? Okay, so Jerry is probably the carpenter. The little carpenter. Was it not the person who kidnapped the grandma? Oh, it's a blessing now. It is. The werewolf is Jerry. Was it another person who kidnapped grandma? Okay. So it's probably still a part of this mystery. Silver Carver. Do you have to fight the werewolf now? Oh, do I have to fight grandma now again? Do I have even enough courage? Okay, I do. Okay. So we'll try to fight the mystery man again. So maybe I should have probably bought the The special spiritualism. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, are you telling me this is gonna be like the real Little Red Riding Hood, where the hunter comes and just like slices open the werewolf and finds grandma in it? This would actually be awesome.
What's for
Just
today?
non-ironically, that would be awesome. So let's get rid of probably Death Harvest. Doing like 4 or 8 damage isn't that great. That's really not much. Adjudicator gives us 2 judgments, so we can just keep this like passive judgment generator and get rid of this too. Now 60 to get rid of the adjudicator, so I probably keep it just because of that. Just too costly to get rid of. Smithy is still free. Do I? Yeah, no. Since I'm assuming this thing is going to be for the mystery man, I'm assuming that I don't need just another free smithy, so I might as well just, I don't know, this to 5 or this to 3. Probably adjudicated to 3 such that it takes only 4 turns instead of 5. That'd be an idea. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna use the Amnesia Tavern one more time. 60 is too much. Costs too much. There are 10. Yeah. Not gonna take it. Not gonna take the intersection. Now we have forgotten the memories, so that's fine. Better luck. We don't have any more luck cards. We banish those. And now attracting soul would be a good idea to. No, you know what? I just get the adjudicator. There we go. I'm gonna fight this guy. I mean, at this point, I'll dump my money, and I think for 10 more or 20 more coins, I can just upgrade the thing one more time. So I might as well just do that. Draw 2 more, draw 2 more, siphon some more. Do I have? No, I don't. Now we can add it again. There you go. Now we have used 2 of those. And siphon more. Those are 4 that do 5 damage each for now. And our opponent has 40 chilled. Yeah, he's not gonna do any damage with that. Let's get the fairy, get some more fear, siphon the last. Now you have 5 doing 6 each. 30 more damage with that. And spiritualism, I should have Skull of Blossom actually first, so we potentially redraw it. Okay, can we draw it again? Oh, we drew it again! This is awesome. How many do we have now? 2, 3, and another 5. It's 8. 8 times 7, that's 56 damage. Outright, every end of turn. Okay. Definitely isn't broken, right? Definitely. Oh, so let's do another one. Let's siphon some. Let's put another fear. I really want this to go up. Yeah, it does 8. So now 4, 5, another 4, 9. 9 times 8, 72 damage. This is KO. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. 50% chance to trigger in sequence, action plus true, draw 2 cards, siphon 6 mana. So we could get that just because we only have 1 Microphobia. And once we use that, we have no more action cards in our deck. So I really, there's no point not getting this, right? Just for 6 health. You know what? No, just for the sake of not transposing, like spiritually transposing into a luck build, I will keep that. Suspicious trace, okay. Also, this is probably the thing with the carving. The traces in front are suspicious with a breath of black magic. Okay. Should we get 20 coins more into this? Just, yeah, you know, why not? Why not? Maybe we'll still banish it later on, but for now, we'll keep it. So this is probably the last page. Survey. What do you mean, survey? I'm afraid of using the Spring of Life, but we'll do it. Oh, we get the second. Oh, this is the last card. Okay. Then, now we'll just dump our money into the cauldron and look at the trace. Oh, it's a cutscene. Okay. I'm gonna shut up for now. Oh, is this the thing I read in the achievements? A 4th chapter?
Purify it all.
Final underground. Okay. Okay, I'm really impressed by this game. It manages to make it so cool. Every time I'm really surprised by it. So that looks fine. Spores, you sneeze every time it appears.
No, I need to eat more spores. Only the black.
For the forest spirit.
Okay, so these are all like spore things.
Surrender, foul being.
Okay, let's see. What do you do? These are points I've never seen, to be honest. So hungry spore triggered when the enemy uses a card, exile it. Oh no. Okay, wait. It's a 1, so probably just the one more card. The first card I use, it's probably gonna exile. And then enemy suffers 2 poison. That's fine. So I'll probably use this death. Is it permanently? No. Okay, so I use an exile card just so. Okay, I was hoping it would still trigger and just exile it afterwards, but never mind. Doesn't work that way. And use the rest of the cards. 16 chill is probably not gonna do any damage to me, except well, poison. Oh no. Oh no. He doesn't care about it. And again, now what do I offer? The blossom, just so, and then I'll do damage with another technique or with another strat. Or do I give him the barrier? Wait, 5 combat. Nah, I want to keep it. I don't want to risk not having this for the last fight. But so I'll offer the fear barrier in that case. Draw 2 more cards. Use this again? No, not yet. Because it costs a bit, so. You know what? Now we do. Just because the rest does not count anyways. So what does it do? 20 damage now. So technically I could wait 4 turns, but oi, this is way too much poison damage. I have to heal. And one more card is gonna be banished, right? I want the draws, so I am sorry, Blossom, but you have to go for now. Spiritualism, Fairy for the last card. Okay, so next turn at the maximum should be. Or maybe I should have given him a siphon card, for just so he would be. I wouldn't have to take this 23 more damage. So offer this, and this siphons the last few. Okay.
You have the power of purification too.
Do I? Oh, it doesn't even give me a text box to answer him. Okay. Oh, we get another soul crystal. Okay. Shuffle 1 fear into enemy stack. Enemy spell cards cost 1 more in this combat. Just cost me too much for 5. So now at this point I will get the soul crystal. So let's try and save money for it. So guys, this is gonna be a long episode. I didn't know this would happen. And those after enemy uses 3 cards, he gets a look through. So pardon me, I'm not a native English speaker, but he gets a look through. I don't know if it means I can look through his deck, or maybe I don't. I have no clue. Let's use this thing. Maybe give another 2. Oh, it gets a negate. Spotter. Counter the next card enemy would play. Yeah, sure. No problem. You can have it. I didn't want to activate that. Yeah. These the combo just stopped because of that. Fine. Okay, so you're a non basically. Didn't place. Took 3 damage. It's fine. Okay, so the this thing. Damage taken -2 lasts 1 turn. Lasts until the poison damage. Because I only took 1 damage. Yeah, I only took 1 damage, I believe. Okay, we have 5 more turns to KO our opponent, and I have to bait out 1 negate. So we'll Scarlet Blossom, and then use the Siphon to bait out the negates. Draw 2 more cards, and use the Collapse. And you know what? I'll keep this now. This flower in the hand. Okay, so I really have to beat her in 4 turns. Let's bait it out with this, and she doesn't do active damage, or not yet at least. I'll be playing it like this. Probably I could use contract loss. There are most probably 2 more fights, but yeah, I don't want to risk it. 3 more turns. Oh, Rip Fairy. Okay, now our draws are gonna be bad. Okay, we can use 3 cards before I have to bait out one. And I will bait it out with Spiritualism, draw 1, put another Nelk, and do 8. Since we don't need the mana now. These do 6 each, and we have 2, 4, 6, 36 damage. Next turn you are being code, so I will try to siphon as much life as I can, but I cannot guarantee that's gonna be much. So bait out with this, Spiritualism, Tracking Sword, and this is the last. And pass with that.
I've been purified.
Oh yeah, did lose all the like spores. So is this like a special thing just for the Soul Hunter? Just because we are... Oh wait, we are gonna get more XP. Is this... Could this be the only time we can reach level 12?
You were given life.
Oh, that would be awesome actually. So let's get the Soul Crystal. I renew just to see what... Are you telling me I can renew this? Is this just randomly that I got another renewal? Or is that gonna be happening like 100 times? Oh, what do you have? Curl. Reduce curling when injured. At the beginning of the turn, if you have any curls left, you will... You will what? Is this gonna be like the poker man? And the card with the spear? Well, I hope. Yeah, I'm assuming it's just the same idea. That, okay, now I can hopefully draw into loads of Spiritualisms. Yeah. So again, shuffling all these Spiritualism is really a good idea. Just so you can siphon, you know, the more you have Spiritualism in the deck, the more you siphon your opponent. And the more Guided Lamp triggers you can have. So yeah, it's really just like the poker guy. Okay. Oh, and also, this thing, no, it does exile, but the thing that puts 3 Spiritualisms in your deck, they are not temporary Spiritualisms, so they stay in your deck for the whole duration of the fight. And will probably reach full health. Maybe not now, but at some point during this fight. And again, he does 0 damage since this Nelks do most... Actually, these flowers do destroy most of his poker shield. Oh, curl. So what do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 7. Yeah, I could just pass, but now we can pass. There we go. And he's purified too. Okay.
Purification. Please save the forest spirit.
Forest spirit. I don't know who that is. Forge. I have literally nothing to smith. If enemy has no mana, double the effect of spell card in your hand. Ooh. But it uses only once, so no, let's... Yeah, okay, so I can infinitely just scroll to the menu. Wow! That's actually a cool idea. Recall, I don't want that, I don't want that. I don't want this. D1 piercing damage for each card in enemy stack. Ooh. So what did it do? Like 6 every flower did silks, so that's 24? So this could do like 24 damage. Restore 2 health when you lose health on your turn. That's, you know... Seeing this at this point would actually be a good idea to take it. Just so, you know, like, it's not a discount. So this is like completely free and you add 2 life with every Gather Lamp. This is completely free. This is gonna be also free. This is the only that costs 2 at that point. So using it once would be actually awesome. Ooh, I didn't want to buy this.
You will find what you
You know what? I'll just get rid of the smithy. Dead end. This is a dead end and cannot continue. Oh, so probably I just have to continue with these cards.
don't miss it.
Assimilate does the same thing. Someone health. It's a spell. So actually, I like this more, but I can just use. I can just simply use all my money in this. Get 2 judgment cards, no, get Shuffle Fear, would actually be fine. Deal damage equal to the total amount of health you lost in this combat. So this is one card that was talking about for the like 5 card kill every opponent. Since again, if you from 120 you go to 1, you have lost 119, and this is gonna be 119 damage. Yeah, these are all just the same cards. So Spirit Link actually would be fine to have too. When you lose health on your turn. Do I want it? I take it. I'll take it. Recoil, no. Oh, the nail. Oh, 2 coins off. Oh, that's sad. Okay, let's get rid of this. Another dead end. Oh, is this gonna... No, okay. So this is the Force Spirit. It's shivering in pain. Okay, fine. At this point, I really don't care about the Adjudicator, to be honest. The 3 Judgment, I'd rather just have Spirit Link from the first moment. From the first moments of the fight. Let's hope that... what do you have for skills? Reaper Duel. Get 10 trial points at the beginning of the turn. Okay, what are trial points now? Give me something, at least. There's some other reminder text. Resurrect upon death and half of the enemy's cards become claws. These cards... Okay, please, game, fix this. Yeah. Shuffle, put this on. Use this. Spiritism twice. Draw 2 more cards. Oh, you get Judgment too. For each 10 Judgment, you gain Shuffle. Get 10 trial points at the beginning of the turn. What? That's not every time I do damage? Yeah, every damage I do, you get... Oh. Oh no. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Choose one and get a spell from your deck. I should have probably gotten this first. Oh, this is so bad. I need negates for this, right? Oh. Okay, fortunately, since we... Okay, no, what am I fretting about? No, wait. The judgment calls, the death comes costs health, not the other thing, so it's gonna be problematic anyways. I'll probably get a fairy just with this thing, just so I can draw 4 cards, and I should be able to cycle through. Oh, I should have used this first. Oops. These mistakes are gonna cost me the game, aren't they? I hope I can try some more if I, in case I lose. Oh yeah, that was the rebound. Oh, you lose the... please don't use another one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And so half my deck is now claws, right? And like most good cards have become claws. Wow. Oof. This... I think one more turn should do the trick. So please don't kill me right now. Yeah. Okay, fairy. You don't have negates. Okay, what? How much damage was these? 16 each. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 times 16, 80 and 48. 128. We are actually quite close. Let me draw one more. That's another 16 damage. And this is game. Once I end my turn, this should be game. Reaper Duel. So you are like kind of the other death? Like, is this the third death in the game? One like death opponent, one the death that is pictured on the cards, and one is the Force Spirit? Dude, I have no clue what is happening at this point. So again, let's counter the damage just to see how much negative damage we'll have. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. 11 times 18, that's 180 plus 18, that's 198 damage. And you are gonna get wrecked, mister. And I'm shut up again. if the achievements wouldn't pop up right now. Okay, wow. It actually was quite a cool cutscene. So, by dying, it's like the classic explosion. If I have to die, I will take you to the grave with me. But Little Carpenter just was a good friend. Well, he loved us actually, technically, but he was so good in his heart that he gave his life for us. So we should be thankful for that. And with the last sip of coffee, even this chapter has ended. The Soul Hunter. Yes, it's really impressive. I didn't know about all this extra like final chapter stuff. It has really impressed, left a mark on me. But the deck, this was a fear build, like more or less, kind of with like siphon slash fear build. Maybe we could have been great if we had a second action card for the later turns and not just use one's Microphobia. But yeah, we just most of the deck is just siphoning that a little bit more with every like passive damage and just taking your opponent, shuffling fear to like semi-negate your opponent's cards, and also just siphoning with spiritualism, attracting soul, and the third damaging option was the Blossom. I actually really do like this card because you can continuously. You have seen last moment we had like 11 Blossoms, and if you can shuffle enough fear into your opponent's deck, they can just do really much damage. And even if you don't shuffle fear into your opponent's deck, they do like 4 to 8 damage just on base against most opponents. So you have just enough of those. You can just keep the passive damage on. So yeah, this was it. It's really basic in a deck construction. And even it's a really big deck. 22 cards. That's a lot. That's really a lot. But having 2, 4, 6, 7 equipment slots just helps a lot. Putting our deck down to 15. And 15 is still a big number. But 2 spiritualisms that draw you cards, Endless Purgatory, although I don't always like this, and also Fairy, are a few draw cards in between those, and Macrophobia, which unfortunately we should have gotten the other cards, the other card that draw 2, just to have another, Pot of Greed. Would have been even more consistent, and you could have looped the Scarlet Blossom even better. Because again, if you have a bunch of draw cards in your hand and have Scarlet Blossoms in your hand, you activate this first, it gets shuffled into a deck, you draw, you use the Spiritualism or some other draw cards, you get it again, you use it, another draw card, you use it, and so you can just loop this thing around. Not infinitely, but damaging enough. So again, we got some prepared slots. Calamity was the initial mana plus 12. That was really not necessary. We could have kept the 6 health, but as you have seen, the health wasn't necessary in the end. So it's fine like this. Compensation, just get the money out. Yeah, that's the usual whatever skill. Horse Spirit. Your opponent has its spell cost increase didn't really come up since you siphon most of your opponent's mana anyways. So they won't be able to use the fear. Or the idea behind this thing is probably that if you aren't fast enough with your fear, usually your opponent can use the fear by just drawing 1 card using 2 mana. And so if you cannot do that, and if you cannot siphon it to your opponent to 0, which is kind of the point of the deck, but if you are not able to do that, Horse Spirit would save the day, I guess. But yeah, whatever. Or against mana classes, they're gonna have 1 or 2 spells anyways, or like at maximum, since they don't have enough mana gain when we siphon them out. And Numbness is just a good skill. And Silver Cover, I'm assuming just this is, since we saw it in the last cutscene, having it in front of the Offer Diary, that this is just like the entry card for the last chapter. I don't know though, to be honest. But yeah, it was a cool experience. I don't know if we got actually an achievement just for that thing. And probably if we did get one, it's probably... Oh, naturally we got energy source siphoning, or like getting 20 times mana, since every siphon does count itself, or every single siphon. So having the lamp, just using 1 spell and having 2 lamps gives you 3 times mana. You can use it enough times in a single turn. Yeah, that's like 7 spells with this deck isn't really wasn't that difficult to achieve. And maybe it wasn't an achievement, beating what's it called, Spirit Force. But yeah, we got the contract concluded. Is she maybe down here somewhere? So these are all the achievements for getting that remote. Death Shoe. So this is the other thing I read. Complete level on Nightmare. So that's probably after Heart 7. But to be honest, wait, no. I saw it. Chapter 4. There was something about Chapter 4. Clear the 4th chapter, Heart 7. So maybe that's what you meant. Okay, no, wait. I believe there was one written with normal. So let's find that. If clear the 4th chapter. Yeah, okay, so that was officially the 4th chapter. Cool. Yeah, really cool. Now we have it here too. The Soul Hunter, just there we go. And guys, now this was the Soul Hunter, really cool class, my second favorite class. Just again, definitely not Maka from Soul Eater. I just a complete coincidence with design and everything. But next time we will taking on the mechanic, and this is the last class. I do not know anything about the mechanic. I have not seen a single card or whatever she does. I don't know her like builds. I don't know like what her class is intended to do or whatever. I'm just completely going in blind. So guys, I hope you guys will join me next time with another coffee, another day, another cold winter day. Or technically we have 20 more days of fall, but at least here in Switzerland it's cold enough that that it really feels like winter already came. But hey, I hope you will join me next time with new coffee. I'll be seeing you then. Bye bye.